Meantime, we're going to continue our conversation about Paramount Skydance. Our next guest has news of a deal with that company that could have some broad implications for the future of advertising and the entire advertising industry. Joining us right now is Taboola's founder and CEO Adam Singolda. Good morning to you. Tell us about this partnership with them and what it means.
So, good morning. Thanks for having me. I mean, if we take a step back, and it was nice listening to Rich, and you're looking at a $100 billion TV industry that's going through this revolution whereby advertisers are saying no longer, in terms of tariffs and volatility, are we okay putting ads on TV, and hope that it's going to be okay. Hope that someone made some action, purchased, subscribed to a service. We used to think that if you put a barcode on the TV ad, someone's going to scan it and just buy the product. Who's that person? No one is doing that. And, so today we're coming in hot, announcing that we're bringing the best of both worlds. You see Paramount, thanks to the experts at Paramount, combining high impact TV ads with the performance, of the open web, powered by Taboola technology AI, which we call Realize. So now, if you think about yourself, Andrew, advertisers can get the benefits of both worlds. And let me ask you, would you promote 1929 on a TV, hoping someone saw the ad and maybe or maybe not do something about it afterwards? Or would you come to us? They can see the ad on TV and then see the ad and other things that are relevant to the book across the entire web. So you as an advertiser would get clicks and subscription and all the data you need to know that you're a happy client.
Explain the math of it. What's the split between you and Paramount Skydance, and how can others, is this exclusive to them? How does this work?
So without getting into the very specific, the flow is like this. You as an advertiser, you can go to Paramount. So you're a Paramount client. And on the dashboard, you have an option to essentially enable a Taboola spend. So some of that budget will go and be extended in open web. And you basically light up our AI to look for conversions, look for clients, and report back to you as a client that something actually happened. And that's fantastic for, think about healthcare advertisers, small businesses. We just heard Curtis, speaking about storefronts being empty. You as an SMB that you need that oxygen, you want that clientele, you can go to Paramount and enable that Taboola feature that will have you see conversions and performance from the entire open web.
In terms of being able to be able to track, though, this information, Adam, are we talking about just advertising that lives on Paramount's effectively over-the-top service? Are we talking about all Paramount channels on linear as well?
It's starting with the small business advertising service. It's a new service that they're starting. It's going to be available across all of the properties of Paramount by Q1. And, we'll see how that goes. I generally think that, especially if you look at Amazon and the good job they've done, Amazon basically educated the market and said, why would you ever buy ads on TV when you can buy it from Prime? And then we'll show you on Amazon.com that someone ended up buying the product. And we're bringing that Amazon kind of, workflow to all types of advertisers, not just retailers. It doesn't make sense for someone to go to Amazon and buy a mortgage or maybe, get a healthcare plan. But it makes a lot of sense for the rest of the broadcasters and the rest of the open web. So we're borrowing that Amazon kind of playbook to broadcasters.
Final question, which is, we keep talking about AI and the possibility that AI just disintermediates everything. You're talking about the open web. And one of the questions I have is whether you think the open web ultimately gets disintermediated by ChatGPT or some other service, chatbot, where effectively all of the information you're trying to collect or get at, you're just asking it questions and it's going and fetching and figuring it all out, and there's no ad to see.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm very optimistic. But first, we've also seen Perplexity being sued by Reddit just yesterday, which is fantastic. I mean, can be evil for a long time, Andrew. Can be evil for a little bit. But at some point, it's not a good strategy. I'm optimistic about AI as relates to the open web for two reasons. One, I think it's great not only for consumers, it's great for advertisers. You see, when you make decisions that matter, there's much more value for me to converse with CNBC, to converse with USA Today, ESPN, places that I trust, when I'm about to make a decision that is really important to me. If I want to make a financial decision, CNBC is better than Perplexity and ChatGPT. If I'm booking a trip and travel, I should go to the travel section of USA Today. So I think otherwise, if I make a decision on Perplexity about a trip with the family and the kids, I think my wife is going to give me a divorce. So I think it's much better to go to trusted publishers And I think that's the future. I think there's a huge upside for the CNBCs of the world. Consumers want trust. Young generation, they don't smoke, they don't drink, they want authenticity. So I'm very optimistic for those two reasons.